Hey there, I'm Tony Hixon, CEO of Hixon Zuercher Capital Management, and I'm joined by
Jordan Shaw, Wealth Advisor at Hixon Jordan Capital Management. And we're here today to give you a market and economic update for the month of December, looking back on the month of November.
for the second time. We already did this once.
Times two.
It was really funny the first time. Hopefully our jokes land, our camera shut off. So we're bringing this to you for the second time. It's a good thing. So let's recap the month of November, right? So picture a couple of things going on. Number one, the government was shut down. Remember that? It seems like a long time ago, but it actually wasn't. Longest shutdown in history, lasted 43 days. But thankfully, by the time mid-month rolled around, the government reopened, and TSA agents got back pay, and all was order was restored. So we were good. And in spite of the government shutdown, though, the markets performed pretty well. The S&P 500 eked out a small gain, just up 0.25%, but up 16% for the year. The Dow Jones up 0.5%, up 12% for the year.
Good year.
Yeah, very good year. Most of the volatility, though, the reason it wasn't up maybe more than we were hoping for is NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the largest company that trades in the United States. It was down 12% for the month, so that pulled back higher returns for most of the indices. Another area of concern, or another area that didn't do as well, the cryptocurrencies markets didn't do well. So Bitcoin, trading around 120,000 at some point, is now down to 87,000. So, dropping 17% during the month. So we don't really invest in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency for our clients. It's a bit more of a speculation than a currency. If you go to the grocery store and you want your $1 to pay for $1 worth of goods, if you're down 17% for the month, you can only buy, 83 cents worth of goods. So nothing that we typically would recommend, but nonetheless, a very volatile month for Bitcoin. So what else is going on in the world?
Yeah, well, in the world, I don't know, but Florida,
I
guess that's a microcosm of the world in some ways.
So I heard this story already, but I'm going to laugh again just for you guys.
I'm going to deliver it like it's my first time, even though it's been delivered already.
It's been delivered.
So the story most recently out of our friends in Florida is there was a bar dispute that turned dangerous, which is kind of like saying water is wet, in my opinion. But there was a late night conversation with a group of people that turned quite heated. In fact, there was gunfire by the end of it. No one was injured, but it was all a debate about how many eggs a chicken hatches. And since delivering it the first time, I looked up this number.
Because we didn't know how many eggs does a chicken have.
I would guess, I don't know, 1 trillion.
Yeah.
I eat probably 1 trillion eggs. It's a very wide range, hence the dispute. Between 300 and 2,000 is what Google told me.
I would have never guessed that number.
Yeah, and that's Google. Don't come after me, whoever was involved in the dispute, if you disagree with that.
So how many eggs they lay in a lifetime?
Yes, it's between 300 and 2,000. Yeah, a healthy chicken.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. But, the cops were called, and actually the person who called the cops was the shooter, which is interesting to me at first, but then I thought about it. He probably called a police officer thinking that would be a reputable source to settle the dispute of how many eggs a chicken could lay.
Yeah,
and then the cop heard shots in the background. This is all my own. I'm adding that. Who knows what actually happened?
Who knows what happens in Florida?
Who knows? We just bring you the news. We don't make it.
That's right. All right, moving on. What happened in what's the outlook for December, Jordan?
December, everyone's looking at the Fed, at least everyone in our industry and people outside of it for sure, looking at the Fed to see what's going to happen in terms of rates. The markets are pricing in a very high likelihood of another cut, so another 0.25% interest rate reduction there. We'll keep an eye on it. It seems like that is very likely. Earlier in the month of November, there was, who knows what's kind of going to happen. There was some thoughts that they were going to ease off the lowering cycle a little bit. But they've got the labor market in mind. They've got an eye on inflation, but it does look like that cut is going to come. We'll wait and see.
Yeah.
Outside of that, December, Santa Claus,
Merry
Christmas,
Yeah,
Thanksgiving,
awesome.
all that stuff
Always
behind
fun.
us. We're looking ahead. Black Friday was behind us. Retail spending looks like for the first time in history, it will cross the 1 trillion with a T, trillion dollar.
As many eggs as you thought chickens would hatch in a lifetime.
That's how many dollars we'll spend as a, who knows? Maybe
dollars.
all the chickens in the U.S. lay as many eggs as Americans will spend dollars.
$1 trillion is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
That's crazy.
It's a lot of money. It's the power of inflation with some of that, and also kind of tariffs factoring in there too. The U.S. produces, the U.S. uses a lot of what it produces though, so higher spending is a good thing for our economy. So we'll kind of look ahead towards that and see what happens at the end of the year.
Yeah, good deal. Well, thank you for joining us for round 2 of our video here today. As always, did you think the first one was better or the second one? How do we do?
Oh man, this one was the best.
This one was the best. All right, good deal. We're glad the camera didn't break this time. I'm Tony Hixon, joined by
Jordan Shaw.
We appreciate you watching. If you have any questions about your portfolio or would like to meet with us, give us a call, 419-425-2400, or send us an email at hello@hzcapital.com. In the meantime, we wish you a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll see you next time.